as we take a sneak peek at today's project, I thought I'd give you a little background. So I was talking to my daughter on the phone the other day, and she asked me what I was doing. I said, well, I was trying to figure out what to do for today's video, for the Sunday video this week. And she said, you ought to do something for New Year's. And I said, yeah, but I don't know what. Her suggestion was some kind of board game. And then she reminded me that when the kids were growing up, New Year's Eve was always game night. So I looked for some different family games, and I found a lot of pictures of Chinese checkers. And I thought that will be a fun game to make for the dolls in the dollhouse. So stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, to prep for today's project, I conditioned some white clay. I decided to make my Chinese checkerboard just out of white clay today. You could use any color. I saw some gorgeous ones online that were made of wood. I saw some made of marble. Anything you want. I'm going with white simply because it was the first bag of clay I grabbed. So I conditioned it. Then I used my acrylic roller and a set of double thickness craft sticks to roll it out to a nice thickness. And I used my clay cutter, which is about, I think it's about 1.5 inches in diameter. And I cut out a circle. Then I have this pattern, it's 1.25 inches in diameter. Because this is 1.25 inches. And I'm going to put this down on my clay. And I'm going to push it down so that it stays. I've got it centered as best I can. And I have a sewing pin. And this is going to take a while, so I'm not going to have you watch me do the whole thing. But you're going to take your pin, and we're going to start by putting a hole in each of these little circles. And when you're not trying to film, it will go a lot easier. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to finish this up. When I have this step all done, I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. All right, I've got those holes all poked, and it didn't take all that long. Now we've got that set up. So now I've got a very tiny dotting tool. You want the smallest dotting tool you've got. And I might be a little bit off center here, but that's okay. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of open up those little holes. And if they're not exactly where I want them, now when you're not trying to do this on camera, you can get yours centered better than I did. I was off a little bit, I see. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to open up all of these holes with this dotting tool. And once that's accomplished, I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks. All right, that didn't even take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. So now I'm going to go put this in a oven at the appropriate temperature. I believe this clay calls for 275 baking temp. So I'm actually going to set my oven to 250 because my oven, as I've said before, fluctuates in temperature quite a bit. And I'm going to bake this for a good 15 minutes. I want to make sure it's completely cured through before I come back. Once it's baked, it will need to cool to room temperature, and at that point I'll come back and we can start adding our marbles. So I'll see you then. All right, this is baked and cooled, and I have set up my workspace. I have some of these little no-hole beads. I'm going to start with red, and I'm going to fill one section with red, and then I'll pick another color and fill it. So you need 6 colors. I think it's 10 of each. So I have some super glue over here, and I have a toothpick. I'm going to, and this is going to take a while. This is going to be time consuming. Put a little glue in there. Take a piece of raw spaghetti and pick up a bead and drop it into that little drop of super glue. And the super glue will stay good for, it'll stay workable for a couple of minutes, so you've got time to get your beads in there. You have a row of 1, a row of 2, a row of 3, a row of 4, and then that's it for each color. Mine are a little crooked because I was trying to hurry. I'm running really late getting this video done for you because they've been doing construction on the building I live in, and there was all kinds of construction noise most of the week. On the days that were not holiday, they were working. So I am going to turn the camera off. I'm going to put my beads in, and when I get my beads all in, I'll come back and I'll show you how this looks. All right, my beads are all glued in and the super glue is dry. That really went a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm really angry at myself for being off center, but I'll talk about it in the blog post. I'm really behind this week getting this set up because of construction on the building I live in. So I didn't have a chance to film this until Saturday for the video to go up Sunday morning. So I don't have time for a retake. So now that the glue has dried, I am going to use some matte Mod Podge, and I'm going to very carefully kind of pat it on. This will finish the surface, but I'm hoping it will also help to hold all those little beads in, just in case the super glue doesn't hold them in completely the way I'd like. So I am going to cover my Mod Podge. When this is dry, I'm going to go around the edge and the bottom. When that's dry, I'm going to come do a second coat on the top. When all of that is dry, I'll come back and we'll look at our finished Chinese checkerboard. So I'll see you then. All right, other than the fact I was off center when I did this, I love how this turned out. Now you could definitely lay yours out. Mine's laid out as if the game is ready to start. You could lay yours out partway through the game. You could do anything you want with yours. You can make a different color board. I did figure out what I wish I would have done for getting this centered. And I'm going to tell you this now, and then I'll spell it out a little bit more detail on the blog post. What I wish I would have done is laid this onto the piece of clay before I cut the circle, poked all the holes with the pin, and then centered this over those holes. I think it would have been easier to get it centered that way, but that I'm okay with it the way it is. It's fine. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Be sure and check the blog post. There'll be photos and more information and some hints and tips over there. Thank you very much for watching today. Oh, if you aren't a subscriber and you enjoy my content, be sure and hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.